What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and be sure to check out BigBoyCollectibles.com for all your action figure needs, whether it's DC Collectibles, Star Wars The Black Series, Marvel Legends, or G.I. Joe. BigBoyCollectibles.com will have it. Yo, Joe!
What's going on, everyone? ODC, that's me here. In today's review, we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts Star Wars Rogue One Shoretrooper Captain. And this is a figure I was really excited about due to the Black Series releases coming out. And I just wanted a SH Figuarts version of the Shoretrooper, and we actually got the version that I really wanted, which was the Captain. So now we have all of our ranks as far as the Shoretroopers go, which is absolutely fantastic. And the line work on him, the detail, the paint, everything, they just absolutely knocked it out of the park with this beautiful, beautiful piece right here. He does come with some accessories, which I'll get to in a little bit, but for the most part, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a good look at the figure itself and just kind of give you the gift of Jericho, if you know what I'm talking about. Just take it in, baby. Just take it in. Something pretty cool is that this actually is a separate piece, actually just glued on. I tried moving some of the other pieces, like the thermal detonator on his back and this little canister right here, but this is actually a separate piece, which is actually pretty nice. Everything looks beautifully sculpted. The details where it's supposed to be, even taking a look at the detail on the boots themselves, they look really good. It just goes to show you how much a little bit of black detail paint shading can really just make a figure great. Just that little bit of detail. Just absolutely awesome what they did with this figure. And I'm just really happy and kind of geeking out because of it. It's just another trooper, but he just looks so awesome. I did pick this up for $40 on eBay, and it wasn't too bad. It was here actually before Christmas, which is fantastic. So this was kind of like my Christmas present to myself, and pretty happy about that. But if you are, like I said, you were on a budget, as I went on a weird rant there. If you're on a budget, you probably could just grab some paint and paint the regular trooper that was $20. If you just wanted to paint him up, add some paint, and I'll show you the differences between the two really quick. If I can get this, I'll just move this arm down. The big differences between the two are it's just some paint. That's all, pretty much. The blue solid stripe going across his chest, the blue on his shoulder pad, and the blue on his forearm, and the yellow stripe going across. Really, everything else is pretty much the same. Even the yellow stripes, the 3 yellow dots, I should say, or squares on his arm are the same. I don't see anything else as far as that goes to really make a difference between the Captain. Oh, there is some blue on the abdomen, or the side where the rib is, so you could paint that blue. And you could save yourself a lot of money. But okay, and this is what the figure comes with total, including the hands that I already had on the figure itself. He does come with an E11 blaster, which is actually a little bit small for my liking. I kind of got really used to the Black Series E11 blasters, so this one runs a touch small for me, especially seeing as this blaster right here. And just comparing them with the Black Series, these are pretty much around the same size. The Figuarts might be running a little bit smaller, with a little bit less paint detail, but overall still looks good for the most part. Okay, and here we are back with his E11 blaster in his hand. I just put it in his left hand just because I had his other blaster in his right hand, so I just thought it was easier for that. One thing I'd really like to note is that I really don't like this E11 blaster. It's just entirely too small. I really do feel like the Black Series got the scale right as far as the blaster goes. I mean, look at the difference in the size here. I just think this is entirely too small. I'm just not a big fan of the way that looks. But as far as articulation does go, his head can swivel full 360 rotation. His head can look up, can look down, and then even a little bit further down due to the jive turkey's up in here. And then he does have the head tilt on both sides. Looks really good. Great range of motion on his head. Just absolutely fantastic on him. Sorry for being a little bit off center there. But the arms can go up, and the elbow pad is on a hinge joint, so you can actually pop that out a little bit more if you want to get his arm to go further up, which is great. Look at that. Awesome range of motion. And then you can just bring the shoulder pad up if you want to have him in neutral position here. So that's pretty awesome. Looking great. And then we do have the butterfly joint, which looks good. We do have a bicep swivel. We do have a double jointed elbow. Really awesome there. And then we have the wrist swivel and the hinge that can go up and down or left and right, depending on where you have the hand position. So if you wanted to have them go up and down, and then you can also swivel the joint and have them go in and out, which is just absolutely great. Diaphragm joint, which pivots side to side. It can swivel, and there's actually 2 points. There's a ball peg right here, and then there's another additional one at the diaphragm joint. So if you hold this piece, you can swivel that or pivot it side to side, and then you can also swivel the waist separately if you want to. As far as the hinge joints, they do pull down like your regular Figuarts, and they go out as far as doing splits and stuff like that. So the splits are okay. Some of the sculpting here does get in the way. It's not the worst thing in the world. I still think he does the splits very well. He actually does them a lot better than the Black Series does. That's pretty much it for the Black Series. So it's a lot better. And then you just bring the hip joints back up if you want to have them look neutral. Or if you want to make him look a little bit taller, you could actually get away with that by pulling his legs down, because this little skirt right here actually does cover those joints from being exposed and looking a little bit odd. So let's actually see really quick how he looks fully extended here against the Black Series. So he's a little bit taller. So he's almost on par with the Black Series now. He's a little bit taller. He's not quite there yet, but it's not so much of a difference with the legs down. So that's a good plus. He does have the upper thigh swivel and a double jointed knee, which is really good. Actually, it's not a double joint. It's actually a single joint, but it gets the range of motion of a double joint. So that's great. That's really awesome. I love that. And then we do have the boot hinge, which doesn't get the best range of motion, to be honest with you, due to the sculpting of the shoe down here and going into the boot. It does tap it. Toy Biz ankle pivot, which does work fluently, so I can't really complain about it. And then you do have the swivel, and you do have a toe hinge, and no peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Kind of wish Hasbro, now that I see all this black paint line detail on the at least the mask, I wish I might have to go back and just do some line work here and fix that, because I think it's kind of needed. But overall, definitely 2 thumbs up here. Go get them. And I mean, if you find them for $30 to $40, I would definitely recommend you pick them up. But if you, like I said, if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money, then just pick up the $20 figure and paint them up, and you'll still be happy, I promise. But if you want better range of motion and better articulation, I would go with this guy. And plus, you don't have to do any customization. He just comes, boom, you got your captain, and now you'll have all your ranks, and you don't have to do any work. So it's give or take. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.